Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Texas Rangers and the New York Mets. It's a battle of elite pitchers next on MLB Network. Jacob deGrom is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Stepping up to the plate, Leody Taveras. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Texas, the center fielder, Leody Taveras.
Here comes the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just picked him apart in that at-bat as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Chu, originally from South Korea. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
So now up steps Isiah Kiner-Falefa. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. The 0-1. Weak grounder down the line at third. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Chu, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A bouncer to the left side. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Now the 2-1 pitch is taken below the zone for a ball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
Alonso is over now, and he's got it for out number 2.
That is it.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Throw to first, and he saw it coming that time, back in standing. 2 down, runners at first and second. Snap throw from the catcher, but he gets back in time. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Rangers leave a pair, and now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Lance Lynn, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Lance Lynn is a strike-throwing machine. Not an overpowering guy. He's 92 to 95 miles an hour. He's going to throw anywhere between 60 to 70% fastballs. Does have the slider and does use his changeup. He's primarily a fastball-type pitcher. If he has that good breaking ball, he could be really tough.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulder square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Into the box now, Michael Conforto. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
J.D. Davis the next to bat.
The third baseman.
He swings and grounds it to short. There is Andrus. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting fourth.
At the plate, Marcus Stroman.
Marcus Stroman.
First offering on its way. Hit to third. There's Kiner Falefa, and that's the second out.
Batting fifth. The second baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. Hard hit ball to second, fielded by Odor. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 New York. So stepping in, Jose Trevino. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Behind 0-2 now. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting seventh. The first baseman, Danny Santana.
So next to the plate for Texas, Danny Santana. First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command. 0-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Elvis Andrus now, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And it's quickly 0-2. And another foul ball. Here it comes now to Andrus. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They trail things here 2-0. Into the box now, Pete Alonso. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the Mets have something going with nobody out. It's a leadoff double.
Batting 7th.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Stepping in now, Robinson Chirinos.
The catcher.
Out in front of it, strike one.
Chirinos.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
At the plate now, Jacob deGrom as he rips it on the ground to second. Andrus on to first, so they let the pitcher swing away here, and it turns into a double play.
The center fielder.
Back to the top of the order now, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit ball to second. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
In now, Michael Conforto. This is pulled into right. Gallo is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming up. Striding into the box, Lance Lynn. 9-1-2 due up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. And this will be fouled away. The 0-2 once more. And he got him.
Now batting, left fielder.
Striding in once again, Shin-Soo Choo. He reached on a single in his first try. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In there, a base hit. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Now batting.
Standing in now, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Now another 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard back up the middle, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Chu has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 24. Second baseman.
Now batting, Robinson Cano. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Taveras. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The batter.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and it's fouled away. Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away. Here comes another 0-2. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. On its way, the 0-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. They lead it 4-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and next to bat will be the outfielder Joey Gallo. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Another 0-2 coming. Got him, and that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
97 that time as this is fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Odor is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at. A swing and a shot hit down the corner into the upper deck, but foul. The next 0-2. struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
I'll tell you, it's hard to get more of a confidence boost than striking out the best hitters in the lineup back to back to back. He's looking really sharp right now.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Andres Gimenez the next to bat. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Gallo has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, catcher.
At the plate, Robinson Chirinos. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Now a drive by Chirinos, deep left field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And with that double, he's 2 for 2 and halfway to the cycle. Gave it a good ride, and that's the second time he's barreled up the ball. So he's seeing the ball really well. See if his teammates can pick him up and bring him home now.
So now to the plate, Jacob deGrom. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Brandon Nimmo, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. 2 out here and a runner at second. Line drive, base hit to right. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Danny Santana stands in as he looks at a called strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
The batter, number 1, shortstop Elvis Andrus.
Justin Wilson takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 38.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Throw down to second. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 1 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So a runner on first with one out now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Lance Lynn. Snap throw from the catcher, and it's offline. No chance to make a play. Again to first, but he's back in standing. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Stays alive, still 0-2. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Now at the plate, Leody Taveras. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. In the air out to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Rangers leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Digging in, J.D. Davis. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that is off the wall. The relay. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
One pitch, one swing of the bat, and they've got a man in scoring position just like that. On the mound, he's probably happy it stayed in the yard. He jumped all over the first thing he saw and almost got to round the bases.
Rangers skipper is up off his seat in the dugout now to make the walk to the mound. And he'll motion for the bullpen. That's going to be all for Lance Lynn. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Jordan Lyles, the 6'5" right-hander, takes over on the mound. Marcus Stroman will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. Hit hard towards center. That's in there, base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's Robbie Cano now, and it's belted high and deep into right center. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field as this lead swells to 7-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Kiner Falefa over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop.
Ready for another shot now. Andres Gimenez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Taveras. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Robinson Chirinos. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. This is line to left. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one. The throw into second.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Rick Porcello will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 22, Rick Porcello.
Line towards center field, and that's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
The center fielder.
Hey, sometimes you need a little bit of luck, too, as a pitcher. This ball absolutely scorched Actually hit so hard that it wasn't able to drive a run in.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I know that ball was hit on the line. Surprised the third base coach.
And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's 8-0. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball
The right
game.
fielder, number 30.
So much of this
Michael
game is situational
John
hitting, guys.
Porto.
Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the
Number
dugout.
60.
Luke Farrell gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Michael Conforto. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Gone into the upper tank. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, his 2nd of the game as the blowout continues. Into the box, J.D.
Third
Davis.
baseman.
He grounds it sharply to third. There's Kiner Falefa, and it's in time at first, and finally, at long last, the side is big inning here as 7 runs cross the plate, and this lead grows even wider.
Leading off for the Rangers.
First
The left
pitch on its way.
Into
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stroman is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Isaiah Kiner Falefa. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. No balls and a strike to count. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is skied into short left center. Davis is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said that top to bottom, his guys have impressed him at the plate. He loves that they're into double-digit hits, but just as much, he's thrilled to see that they've only struck out 1 time. That's impossible to sustain, but it points to the team's incredible focus at the plate right now.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
For the Mets, the left fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground to third. There's Kiner Falefa. And quickly, there's 1 down to lead off the frame.
The batter, number 24.
Here comes the second baseman,
baseman,
Robinson Cano. He went
Robinson.
deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Now batting, first baseman.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second.
And solid contact there as this ball is belted high in the air out to left. And this one is gone, a home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as this lead got even wider. Juan Nicasio gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. At the plate now, Andres Gimenez, and that's off his leg on the mound. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
Headsets coming off. Here comes the decision, and he is indeed out as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Stepping into the box, Robinson Chirinos. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. From the stretch. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To short, hit hard.
Andrus fields it cleanly.
On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Now batting, the pitcher.
You know, D-Row, when he makes a phone call after the game to call his parents and say he had a 4-hit day, you think he's going to tell them about that infield single right there?
Oh, no, that was a line drive in the gap. We always used to say on the bench, Dan, anybody could get 3 hits in a big league game. Got to get that 4th one. That's what separates you. Those are the special moments.
The center fielder, number 9.
Hey, we came into this one wondering how he was going to throw on the mound. That all goes out the window. He just mixed in his 2nd knock of the game. He's going to be smiling for a while on this.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Now Nimmo connects out to deep right field. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field as they just continue to pour it on here. Jesse Chavez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. In now, Michael Conforto. Now here's another one. Again, belted to deep right. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. His 3rd home run of the ball game as the blowout continues.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
At the plate, J.D. Davis. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit. The relay throw. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So here's the left-handed bat of Rougned Odor. In his career against Porcello, he has 9 base hits in 18 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. And the pitch. Another one sent foul. and it's fouled away. The next 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Count is 1-2 now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in, Jose Trevino. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will get this one.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's in there. Base hit. Now to the plate, Danny Santana. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
And now this is bobbled in left. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Up next to the ring.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. Now the relay home, and he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Nick Solak will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Rangers, number 15.
And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. He'll try it again, and he takes this one high. 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Into the box now, Leody Taveras.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Stroman is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now, Brett Martin enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Brett Martin.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Taveras waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, number 24.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Jeff McNeil will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center as this lead got even wider. Almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here with this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball player.
Shortstop, Andre.
Next for the Mets, Andres Jimenez. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. And are you kidding me? Another knock. He's now 5 for 5 in this one. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Absolutely scorched that base hit.
Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up.
Into the box, Rick Porcello, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a line drive. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second. Throw to second, and he's out. That ends the inning, but 2. Jeff McNeil stays in the ballgame in the 8th spot and takes over at second base. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now.
Number 6.
This pitch is popped up. Davis is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Now batting. The third
Up
base.
next for the Rangers, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The right fielder. Number
So
13.
that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. 0-1 the count. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Another 0-2 home. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Rangers set down in. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He's looking to make this a very memorable ball game as he's already 5 for 5. Hit hard down the line.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes. These guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Dominic Smith will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
When I see guys check swinging, they're not seeing the baseball. They're not picking it up. You got to take it.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to holding the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Brad Brock will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. No balls and a strike to count. Runners on first with 1 down. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Hit high and deep out to left center field. Taveras looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center as they just continue to pour it on here. Jonathan Hernandez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. At the plate now, Marcus Stroman, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And you won't see a guy fooled any more than he was there, as on 3 pitches he becomes out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at bat, Jeff McNeil. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. No balls and 1 strike. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Your attention, please. A defensive change for the Mets. Now playing right field. Number 2, Dominic Smith.
Here's Rougned Odor now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now.
A defensive change for the Mets. Now playing third.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's another 0-2. Chopped toward the second baseman. He's right there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting. Catcher.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Trevino. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he gets ahead 0-1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Danny Santana. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
After falling down 0-2 on the
swing and a miss, he struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
22-1 the final today. New York bring the heavy lumber in this one with 9 home runs. Justin Wilson is credited with the win. Lance Lynn was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.